everybody, welcome to another new decade full of possibilities and hopefully some reprimand to these types of people that I'm gonna be talking about in this video. Now, this video is not an attack on anybody that may have written a review like this in the past. No. This is a purely educational video for people that want to improve in this new decade. A new me, new you, and hopefully better user reviews in IMDB. Because these reviews that I selected today, they're some of the worst things I have ever seen. It was incredibly draining having to go scrolling down on that helpfulness page in IMDB until I found these, because the ones I didn't select were even worse. They just weren't as fun to talk about. So let's start with number one. Number one. What? Oh, there it is. Ah, yes. So right out of the gate, you can see that this review is a tad long. And just so you know, this just kept going until maybe 3 pages long, but I did not want to print that much paper just for the guy's sake. So I just chose the first few paragraphs because they were absolutely terrible. I'm just gonna read here a few lines of this review and try your best to guess what movie this is supposed to be. Good luck. As I peered hard into stuff like Roma, A Star is Born, or Three Billboards, and similar stuff, it was like searching for a grain of sand in a field of tall grass to find what was so classic or special about them. Compared to my 4 decades of watching and rewatching true greats and classics, I am really surprised that this guy was able to write this much with his own cock in his mouth and both of his hands and up his asshole. Also, when you really read these reviews, one thing almost all of them have in common is that they are very superficial. Yeah, because just giving you the amount of years you being in this earth and saying you didn't like movies for no obvious reason besides they weren't the movies you watched as a kid is really deep, insightful thought. I am sure that wasn't superficial and wasn't trash as well. Some are just dullards. Yes, he actually uses that word, dullards. Who the fuck are you, dude? What's wrong with you? Maybe chill a bit and tell me what movie this is, please! This is the 3rd paragraph and I have no idea what this guy watched. I just know I hate this. I want to get out of the way now, so I'm just gonna throw it over there. Goodbye. Number 2! Oh good, this one is short, so at least it can't be that painful. I was wrong. Not satisfied with butchering Star Wars, Rian Johnson sets out to do a poor man's ripoff of films like Jonathan Lynn's like Clue and Greedy. I'm guessing that this review is about something that Rian Johnson also directed is not Star Wars, so I'm not sure why he's talking about Star Wars in this review that is not Star Wars, but okay, I'll bite. Stop giving this hack work and do not waste your time on this drivel. What was wrong with the movie? If this is a 1 out of 10, it's just like didn't like the guy. I know you guys didn't like the previous movie, but maybe this new movie will be different. So maybe when you go in, don't think, I hate this guy, fuck this movie. Maybe go, I'll just watch the movie and let you know what I thought. That'll be a little bit more useful. But let's see what the next people have to say. Number 3. What the fuck was that? It's just a bunch of toilet paper. And some shit too. Okay, another small one. Thank the God. Oh, I remember this one. This one didn't make me happy. The Terminator gets a similar politically correct treatment as the Star Wars Disney. Oh, look! It's back to Star Wars again. In another non-Star Wars movie. What's happening? Why is every movie now compared to Star Wars? Stop it, please. Another Star Wars Disney sequels with radical diversity and feminism. I think this is about Terminator Dark Fate. I don't know if you guys seen the trailer. Great. That doesn't look like progressive, diverse feminism. I would call that fairly straightforward Terminator stuff. But I don't know, I guess Star Wars is the reason why this is bad, according to this man. Let's see her here. Oh, there it is. Not all we need is to invent a time machine and send somebody to 1997 and stop James Cameron from making Titanic. What? What does that actually mean? He made the fucking Terminator series before that. Wouldn't it make more sense for you to go back to the 1980 whatever and stop James Cameron from making Terminator 2, the one that was so popular it led to the Terminator series still surviving today? Why Titanic? Why did you bring that up? That doesn't even make sense in this fucking review? It's 2 paragraphs long and all you talk about Star Wars and Titanic. What's happening? Hopefully the next one doesn't make me just want to leave. I'm sure it will. 4! Oh, it's another one of these. Cause it's not a joke. Marvel fanboy is crying right now. That's it. 10 out of 10. That's his 10 out of 10 review for why he liked the movie. It's not a joke. Can you tell which movie it is? Come on, if you go into a user review and all it says is like 2 lines and it's like, I like this and I hate that fan base because that fan base is not my fan base. Fuck you, fan base. I don't like you. You're not my fan base. It's not a joke, Mom. It's a serious movie with a clown that cries, Mom. I have a friend and a family in life. I have friends, Mom. Stop, please. Stop beating me every day, Mom. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. That's what I see in my mind. So if you don't want that stereotype to spread, maybe don't leave these reviews out for everybody to see. Thank you. I don't know which number we're in anymore, so I'm just gonna say next. Cinco de Mayo. I really hope we're getting to the end. These are giving me anxiety. Every time I open them, sadness awaits. Really disappointed. So am I. Well done, Disney, on ruining yet another couple of hero characters. See Luke Skywalker and Yoda. Why? Why? Stop it, for the love of God. Why do people keep doing this? Just talk about the goddamn movie on its own for 1 goddamn second. It's not hard. I like the acting. The writing was like this. Some things in the editing weren't appropriate. I didn't like the way that the story developed and didn't feel honest. If you want to bitch about Star Wars, go into the Star Wars review and write a Star Wars review. Leave other movies alone. Just stop comparing everything to Star Wars, please! Sis! Fuck! I knew it! I was right! I knew it! This is what it says. Directed by the guy who ruined Star Wars. I hate my life right now. Do you think that I selected these just because they had Star Wars? I really didn't. I went into as many different movies as I could. These just kept coming back. They refused to die. This movie is definitely not worth seeing. It is probably just as horrible as The Last Jedi. Probably, huh? Interesting use of words there. Did you know that if you use probably, I will most definitely think that you didn't fucking see the movie. If you don't watch the movie, don't. Also, what you don't do is write this review. So my mental state stays sane, which as you can clearly see, it has not. Now, I didn't print the one that I have as a honorable mention because that one was so utter trash, I didn't want to spend ink in it. I memorized it because it was burned into my brain of how utterly terrible it was. And all it said is, I don't watch any movie with Meryl Streep because she gives me Hillary Clinton vibes. That's the thing about these reviews, they're so goddamn baffling. I want to study these people so I can tell people why and what not choices to make to become like them. The one thing I want you to get out of this video, besides hopefully some laughs, please, the pain that I endured has to be for some reason and not just screaming at a void. But yes, if you can do one thing and it is, don't do this. Stop it. If you think about it, don't do it. It's like the bye-bye man. Don't think it, don't say it. Just like that.
Hello, emptiness. I feel like I could die. Bye-bye, my love. Goodbye.